Okay, Bernice, here we go. Alright, when the ball touches the ground, that's when the height of the ball is going to be 0 because it's flat on the ground. So we're going to substitute for h of t, the height with respect to time is going to be 0 and the rest of it's exactly the same. So that when I'm going to zoom in here so you can see what I did. So when I substitute in to minus b, the quadratic formula, I've got minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, now here's what you got. So we put in minus 32 plus or minus 32 squared minus 4 times negative 16 times 768. Okay, and it's all over 2 times negative 16. Now, here's the trick. Do the math. So 32 squared is 1,024. And then when I multiply all of those, that's like 2 negatives is a positive, so I have 49,152. Now, all I did is add them together. And then I thought to myself, I could have just gone ahead and taken the square root of 50,176, which is, hang on a minute, let me see in my calculator here, 50176, and then take the square root, and it is, oh, hold on, it would help if I cleared it. Alright, I'm having to look here and it's hard to see. Okay, the square root of 50176 is 224. Okay, so what would have happened is, see, I took it apart in pieces. So the first thing I did, kind of ignore this a minute right here, is I just factored that. And I thought, since that's got a 32 and that's got a 32, I wonder if I could take 32 out of it. So I thought, well, if I could, then I could just take the square root of it. But it would have been fine the other way, because any way you go about it, if you just taken the square root of this and then added it and subtracted it and divided by negative 32, you're going to get the same answer. But I just simplified and said, well, that's the same thing as 1,042 times 49. Then I can take the square root of 1,024, sorry, not 42, and get 32. So then I would write that as negative 32 plus or minus 32 times the square root of 49 over negative 32. And then I took the square root of 49 out, which is 7. So 7 times 32, I didn't even multiply that. But 7 times 32 would be 224. So, but I just did it this way because then I can cancel out all the 32s and they become 1s. So then you have, hold on, x plus or minus, x equals negative 1 plus or minus 7. Because this thing right here, hold on. This thing right here becomes negative 1. Then this cancels in here too. And that becomes 1 times 7. So then it's all over 1. So then you're left then with that negative 1 plus or minus 7. So then you have two answers. So negative 1 plus 7 is positive 6. Negative 1 minus 7 is negative 8. Did that help?